What's life without Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Alhamdulillah. Yeah, life and the game. Life's serious out here, you know what I mean? You can't be out here faking. You can't be out here confused. You can't be on this earth not knowing why God created the earth and put you on it. You can't be out here chasing money all day, chasing power. Committing crimes, doing evil, being irresponsible to yourself, to your fellow man, to this earth, and everything in it. You think all this was created for nothing? I mean, really? You think all this was created for nothing? The earth, the stars, the moon, the water, the oxygen, the human beings, the animals, the plants, the sky, the wind, the digestive system, the tongue. Think all this was created for nothing? God say he ain't create all this for nothing, without a purpose. Only fools do that. And God is the furthest thing from a fool. Far removed from that is he. He know better than what we know. He one gave us the intellect. So you think he gonna create us and create life without a purpose? Human being was created with purpose. Don't let nobody tell you different from that. The human being was created with a person. This ain't nothing fluky about this, right? This ain't no accident, right? Ain't no scientific method for this human being, you know. They're creating robots though, with the AI. A'udhu billahi. A'udhu billahi. Man. May God protect us from that. The human being ain't got the morals that we supposed to have. How we gonna create something and expect it to have good morals? That don't even make sense, right? How we gonna get something, the ability to think and to make decisions, and it don't even have good morals? And we don't even have good morals. We can't pass that along. How we gonna pass along good morals and we as a human beings don't have that? Look at the wars on the planet. Look what's going on in Russia, Ukraine, Philistine, Israel, all over the planet. The human being, we can't even get along with ourselves. How we gonna get along with a robot with artificial intelligence? How we gonna expect them to get along? You feel me? With us, we can't get along with ourselves. That's something to think about. Alhamdulillah. But again, God didn't create life without purpose, so every human being, we all got a purpose. There's something to everything out here. You know what I'm saying? We all got a purpose. There's something to everything out here. You feel me? That Allah created, alhamdulillah, that God created. You're going to be asked about the things you say, the things you done said, the things you done. God, he taking account of this. The angels recording, right? We see it. We see FaceTime, Google, the phone recording you. You think you're recording yourself? right? The angels been recording. They been writing. They done wrote everything that you done did, everything everybody done did. It's written and it's gonna be given to you on the day of judgment. Like graduation, receiving your diploma or degree. You're gonna receive that book in your hand. And it's gonna be your book. What you did, what you said, who you helped, who you hurt, what you believed about God, the one who created everything. Was you grateful to God, or was you disrespectful? Right? Was you grateful and appreciative to your fellow human being, or was you disrespectful? That's the thing right there, you know? How you live your life? How did you live your life? God said, you think I created you for nothing? That you wouldn't be tested? Right? We tested those before you. And surely you will be tested too. We all be tested. We all being tested. Life is a test. That's what it is. To see who gonna be best indeed. Not worst indeed, but best indeed. Life is a test to see who gonna be best indeed. Who gonna do the beautiful good deeds. Not showing out in front of other people. Yeah, I helped so-and-so out. No, who gonna come looking for the people that need help? The people who can't get out on the corner and ask for money. They somewhere in a house. Can't even, you know what I'm saying? Can't even get out and ask for help. Right? In the bed somewhere. Who gonna go check on them? Who gonna be there for them? Who gonna protect the orphan? The ones who don't have no parents, right? Or whose parents just ain't available, right? This morally sound stuff. Morally sound. All this is what God ordered us to do. Look out for our fellow man. Look out for the earth. Be good and kind to our wives and our mates. Honor our parents, our mothers and our fathers. Don't kill. Don't lie. Don't steal. You know what I'm saying? Be respectful of other people's property. This what the laws of society built upon, right? In a loose-knit kind of way. Somebody got to uphold these laws. Somebody got to be just and rule with justice. Somebody got to be able to turn to God and turn the people toward God. Right? But just on a small level, a minor level, we all going to be asked about what we did with what God gave us. So, you know, we all got things that we can do good that we could be doing. We all got good that we could be doing. And people know the right thing to do. People know right from wrong. It's inherently in us. We know right from wrong, right? We just ignore it because we want the wealth, we want the power, we want whatever we want at that time. So we try to do wrong to get that and justify it. Not understanding that all wealth belongs to Allah. Again, all this is created as a test. What you gonna do to get the wealth? The wealth belongs to Allah. He give it to whom he want to give it to, but what you gonna do to get it? You see what I'm saying? Some people so selfish, they can't even wait for Allah to, bless them with it the right way. They'll take it, steal it, go to crime. That's what, people do. I used to do that. Be impatient with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Want what I want here and there, transgress, commit crimes against the people, you know what I mean? Hurt people. All of that. Not understanding that Allah created the teeth. You don't think he gonna give you some food to eat? Huh? He created the thirst. He not gonna provide you with something to quench it, water. Alhamdulillah, God is the most just. He gonna do that. But if you don't believe that and you don't understand that, then you're gonna be thinking you gotta do that for yourself. And wallahi, I swear by God that there is no way you can provide for yourself except God allow you to do it. You see what I'm saying? Because any given day, you can have a stroke and not be able to lift a finger, not be able to do anything but blink an eye or something like that. Then who would provide for you? Who would you call on for help? You would call on God. You would call on God. Any God you can imagine, anybody you think is God, you would call on God. But the more you call on God, the more you're going to realize that it's only one God. And you're going to have to call on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You're going to have to call on the Most High God. You see? And imagine not being able to blink. But a step further than that, imagine laying in that grave. Them people throwing that dirt on your face. Closing that coffin. Dropping you 6 feet in the ground. If you get that, alhamdulillah, may we all get a good burial. Because some people don't even get that. May we all get a good burial. Because some people don't even get a good burial. You hear me? But imagine yourself being in that box. People coming to see you. People crying over you. People who was depending on you. No longer having you. Not knowing how to deal with that. They there. Confusion. Looking at you in that box. What they gonna be saying about you? Huh? When the angels roll up beside you and roll that scroll up and say, okay, this is the end of your book. The book is sealed. And you see that. You see that everything you've been doing, everything you've been saying, it's all been recorded in the book for you. It's your life. And Allah, God can go through it step by step and say, you remember you did this? Do you remember when you did that? And show you the ramifications of that, how your actions cause ripples and pain throughout the world. God can show you that step by step, infraction by infraction, right? Bad deed by bad deed. Or he can forgive all that and say, you know what? Let's look at the good things you've done. You see what I'm saying? When you do good things for the sake of God, knowing that God gonna bring you to account for this time that he gave you, for this health, for this energy, for this wealth, for everything that he gave you, he gonna bring you to account for that. If he see that you've been doing good with it, he gonna be pleased with you. He's gonna give you more because he see that you are a trustworthy person. He entrusted you with a life once before and you did good with it. So he's gonna reward you with a better life in paradise. So he's gonna look to your good and it's gonna make Allah smile. It's gonna make Allah smile. It's gonna look at your good. He's gonna say, my servant believed in me. He knew that I was gonna hold him account. He was wise enough to look around and observe the surroundings and read the signs. Ikra, read. He was wise enough to read the signs, to know that he was created by something greater than him. Right? He found that something. He found what God guided him to, the rules to life, the instruction manual, do good, forbid evil and abandon evil, don't do evil. We know these things. Be kind to your neighbor, honor your parents, don't murder, don't steal. This the rule book, this the instruction manual that God gave us. So when Allah see that you believe this and you act according to this, and you try to do good knowing that one day you're going to meet the one who created you and who created good and evil. called you to good. And what's wrong with doing good? We're helping people, not hurting people, keeping people safe from your harm, my harm. What's wrong with that? Keeping myself in check, bringing myself to account, keeping people safe from my own harm and flaws and imperfections. Everybody got them. We all got flaws and imperfections. We all got things that we need help with, right? And Allah can help us with everything. God can help you with anything, everything, because He created all these things to get your attention, to test you, to make you think, to make you reflect, to make you be a human being, because a human being is a being that God created to be able to reflect, and think on a higher level. So the best of the human beings are the ones who reflect upon the signs of God, who reflect on everything that's created and look at like, whoa, man, all this wasn't created for nothing. This ain't no accident. Look at everything happening. How I'm holding this camera, recording myself. The angels been holding the camera, recording everything, right? Alhamdulillah. God ain't create all this for nothing, right? But we want to play around. We want everything what we want it, and we want it how we want it. And we ain't realizing that, man, we just above dirt for a little while. Don't even know how long that's gonna last. Man, I'm here for a little while and I don't know how long that's gonna be, right? We wanna play. We wanna focus everything on this little while and not do the best we can with it to benefit others, to do the work of God, to be good, and to remind people to be good, and to be patient, to be kind to others. We're supposed to destroy each other over material things. What we fighting about? What everybody fighting about? What's the violence about? What's the wars about? What's going on? It's something we can't talk about. We can't share. We can't share with other human beings just because they're not like us. I don't know. I think people are good all over the planet. You got some people that's evil all over the planet, you know what I mean? That's bad. But I think just because you got bad people don't mean that good people should stop being good. That's the thing. If you believe in right and wrong, if you believe in God, and you believe in good and evil, then you gotta believe that good people can't ever stop doing good. We can't do that no matter how bad it get, no matter how much evil that and bad that the bad people do. If you're a good person, if you're a good dude, you gotta continue to do good. You see what I'm saying? You gotta continue to do good. If you're a good person, you believe in God, you believe you're gonna be resurrected and judged for what you did throughout your life, then you gotta be a good person. You gotta be a good person. And you can't let nothing stop you from being a good person, right? Because your reward is with God. I'm expecting God to give me a reward. Not even in this life. In the next life. Forward, it's gonna be better and bigger and more beautiful in the next life, and it's gonna last longer. So it don't have to be in this life. That's why all them prophets of God said, you ain't got to give me nothing for this. You see what I'm saying? Because what I'm getting, paradise is even better. Some God gave a lot of wealth and power and things of that nature, and others He didn't. Right? But the ones who didn't get it in this life, you best believe that they're going to have it in paradise. They're going to have it. And that's the same with the human being. If you continue to do good and you don't receive your reward for doing good in this life, oh my God, it's going to be even bigger, even greater in the hereafter. When God judges, when He look at what you did with what you had, you see what I'm saying? Because a rich man can give from his wealth. If he got 100 million and he give away 100,000, that 100,000 can go a long way, true enough. But if a poor man got $100 in his pocket and he give away all of that, he done gave more than the man who done gave $100,000. You see what I'm saying? So God is fair. We gotta understand that part. So we don't have to be unjust to one another. The only time we're gonna really be unjust to one another in terms of property and things of that nature is when we don't believe that God is just. We don't believe that God gave us what He wanted us to have. So I gotta take something from you now. You see what I'm saying? Well, God made us who we are. So we gotta play this role. We gotta behave like this. You see what I'm saying? God is in control. Yeah, God is in control. All we can do is determine how we're gonna act within those circumstances. Under those circumstances. How we gonna do good and make the most out of it. How to being a human being. How to live it. How we gonna do good. Or is we just gonna run around and do what we wanna do. Hurt all type of people. Ignore the day of judgment. I'll deal with that when it come. No, yeah. Sure, with all the evil that you done, never asking for forgiveness. Never changing. Hurting people. Associating partners with God. Right? Worshiping money. Worshiping power. Worshiping people and places and things. And not acknowledging the ever living. The ever living God who created everything. Right? Precise in everything, so do good. Because if you do a little bit of evil, God gonna weigh it out. He gonna see it. It's nothing that goes undetected. Right? And your whole life is on camera. So don't do nothing in life that you don't want on camera. Because the angels are recording. And they're gonna have that book, that video for you. When you die, it's gonna be finished, sealed. This is it. Ain't no going back, changing none of that. Nope. So reflect on that. Think about that. Think about that while you're out here doing what you're doing, being who you're trying to be, right? Think about that while you're out here playing roles on the stage. The world is a stage. You just an actor. Yeah, think about that while you playing them roles. You hear me? Think about that, the day of judgment while you playing them roles. Yeah. Like you a thug. Like you a gangster. Right? Like you a celebrity. Like you a superstar. Like you a CEO. Like you a guy, a boss, right? Think about that. Why you out there acting like that when you could have been humble? You could have been out the way. You could have been easy for people to live with. You could have been helpful, right? You could have been patient. You could have been grateful and appreciative. You could have had good manners. You could have been better in every single way, right? I'm talking to me while I'm talking to you. You could have been a better son. You could have been a better father. You could have been a better husband. You could have been a better brother, a better friend, a better neighbor, right? You could have been a better employee, a better employer. There's so many better things we could have been, because we can always be better. We can always be better. But we still need to be doing our best to be good out here, to behave out here, to be respectful and decent human beings, right? That don't cost you nothing to say thank you, to smile. Hey, how are you? Have a nice day. That don't cost you anything, right? That's charity. Just giving that to people is some charity, right?